Okay, music paused, and we are in game. Okay, hello guys, welcome back to War is Coming group stage. Not group stage, sorry. I'm so conditioned to say group stage. I meant to say the double elimination stage. That's what this is right now. It's currently 3-2 to Sai. They're doing a really good job so far. Gotta say, they have played some fantastic games. Both teams have played some fantastic games, and we are here on Arabia, the pinnacle, the map of Age of Empires. It's like the ultimate map, really. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes as well, because I think this is going to be the real true test of skill for these teams. Obviously, it's a best of 7. It's the first to 4 wins. If Sai win this, they will win the series. If VN win it, then obviously it's going to be 3-3, and we'll go to the 7th game. And I've got to say, like, I was expecting this series to be much more in favor of Sai. So for VN to get 2 points already, I think that's really good. And even if they don't win this game, I think they're going to be pretty happy with that, to be honest with you, because it's kind of difficult for a team like VN to play against Sai and get, you know, consistent wins, because Sai is just so damn good. But then again, let's not discredit VN, because let's be honest, they did get those victories after all, and they were well earned and well deserved. So anyway, for this game, Arabia then down to the southeast of, or just down to the south, I guess, of the map in the teal, we've got Feng Xin playing as the Chinese. In the pocket, we've got Yo in the blue playing as the Celts, and on that flank, the other flank, we've got Abu playing as the Spanish in the red, or Mr. Turtle, as I like to call him, or I used to call him anyway. The reason for that is because every time I saw him play, he would build walls and walls and walls, and he would build more walls, and then he would build some more, and then he would keep building walls, and then I just distinctively remember a game between Abu and Chris, and Abu just built wall after wall, and Chris just came at him. He just did not stop. He was coming at him. Was it battering rams, mangonels? He had tons of them, and Abu kept walling, and Chris kept beating his walls down, and eventually he had no space left to build. So that was just Chris owning Abu. But hey, Abu's been playing pretty well, and we'll see how he does on this flank over here. Up to the north of the map, we have VN Dark Knight on the flank for VN. He's playing as the Britons in the green, so we got Britons. Hell yeah, on Arabia there. And in the pocket position, we've got Moon Knights in the yellow playing as the Persians. And on the south flank, we've got Robert Stinson in the purple playing as the Mongols. So, non-mirror civs. We've got, let's just clarify this. For Sai, we've got Celts, Chinese, and Spanish. And for the VN team, we've got Britons, Persians, and Mongols. So, arguably not balanced in terms of teams. But I think it should be interesting to see how it goes down. Anyway, on the flanks, we've got Britons versus Spanish. And the Spanish aren't exactly well known for their ability with their archers. They don't get the crossbow upgrade. So they have the option of rushing and fast castling. Or they have the option of scout rushing and walling and going up to the castle age. And archers just don't really feature on the Spanish agenda. However, for the Briton player, then you can obviously expect to see archers every game simply because of their archer bonus, the extra range that they get on their foot archers in the feudal and the castle age. So good, so valuable, and it's just so worth it to go with archers as the Brits, as well as, of course, the faster archery production speed, but that's not the main thing. Oh, Melon Farmer just donated $5. Watermelons, cantaloupe, honeydew, love me some melons. I love me some melons too. Hannah doesn't like melons. Like, I'm just putting that out there. Make of that what you will. She's like, no, please, no, don't tell them I don't like melons. No! I'm gonna force her to eat a melon one day. Wait till she's asleep and then spoon feed her some melon, and she'll become one with the melon. But thank you, Melon Farmer, much appreciated. You're obviously having a pretty good crop this year if you can donate 5 of your melons to the ZeroEmpires melon community cause. Anyway. Britons versus Spanish on the top, and at the bottom we've got Chinese versus Mongols. So that's going to be interesting. Mongols here probably going to want to do the fast feudal against the Chinese. Chinese typically not a drush civ, so it's unlikely to see the Chinese drushing. And for the Mongols here, just able to get up to the feudal age so fast, able to get their scouts out so fast, it's going to be great. And obviously on Arabia, scout rushing is much more valuable because the resources are generally further apart. So, back here, Feng Xin, Paladin's map, it's really open. His back gold, back wood even, is quite far from his TC. Scout's going to be a problem for him. But wow, Feng Xin actually going for a drush. And I'm surprised by that, to be honest with you. I'm actually surprised because the Chinese, they typically don't drush because, you know, they start with more villagers. It takes them a while to get their villager production going, which means that they are typically a little slower to take their food. They can still do a nice feudal time, don't get me wrong, but it just takes a lot longer for the Chinese to get the ball rolling. And to do a drush could be a little bit risky. I mean, look at this. He's got one villager queued up, and he's not actually got enough for his first, well, he just got enough for his first militia now, and if he didn't take that boar a little sooner, then, you know, that drush would have been a little bit difficult to do. 8 minutes, sorry, and the barracks is up, militia coming out. I wonder if Robert Stinson's going to scout this, because, hey, if he sees it, he might decide to drush himself and take advantage of that hunt to get the upper hand. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes on the top, looking forward to seeing how it goes on the bottom. The pocket players should, as the Persians and the Celts, just be fast castling, but what the hell, Mr. Yo. Last game, he decided to feudal rush from the pocket. This game, he's just going to drush, you know, from the pocket position, as you do, sending 3 militia out right now across the map, and I can only assume he's going to go to Dark Knight. Abu opting for a drush here as well. Makes sense, as he is playing, like I say, as the Spanish, and Yo sending over his militia past a couple of wolves and across the map to head over to Dark Knight's base. So Dark Knight obviously is seen as quite a big threat here. He's already up to feudal, I think, and as the Britons, with your sheep gathering bonus, it's almost impossible to have a bad Dark Age. Like, if you find your resources, you're gonna have a good time. The sheep gathering is as fast as the Mongols. Sorry, not as fast as the Mongols. The sheep gathering speed of the Britons is the same as the boar gathering speed, so it's really fast, and they are able to make a lot of short work, sorry, of their sheep. So that drush coming in from Yo, but he's not going to Dark Knight by the looks of it. He's heading to Moonite, to Milo. He's got his scout in Milo's base. He's checking out what's going on, and Milo obviously looking for a fast castle build here, as he's gone 27 pop. And he's about to click up. What's he doing? He's not clicking up. Now he's clicking up. It took him a little while, didn't it? But yeah, probably not going to expect those militia heading his way. Meanwhile, Feng Xin heading over to Robert Stinson's base, and Robert Stinson, as we know, up to feudal already. Dark Knight up to feudal as well. Look at that, the difference there, pretty incredible. Robert Stinson, 21 population feudal. Dark Knight, 22 population feudal, as the Britons as well, so really not bad. And Robert Stinson here going to get that drush coming in any second. What's he doing though? He's actually making some militia of his own. But he did still fast feudal it, so militia coming out. Perhaps we're going to see the man-at-arms upgrade. There it is, in fact. So that's pretty interesting. Doing the feudal man-at-arms kind of build that is really kind of become more popular recently. Something that hasn't been seen for quite some time, and something that is really becoming more and more popular with players at the moment. It's definitely the in thing. So yeah, sending those villagers and militia over. Tower going to go up on that wood, and obviously he knows Feng Xin has a horrible wood line. In fact, he has got wood over here, but the back is really horrible, and obviously that tower is going to force all of his wood gatherers to one place. If you can get another tower up here, then Paladin is basically out of it in terms of wood income. So far, Feng Xin's drush been okay. He's not killed any villagers, but he's certainly stopped villagers from gathering. This villager very close to dying, in fact, but just escaping in time. Not bad, not bad. And that final militia going to get cleaned up as well. Mr. Yo's drush at the back, killing one villager so far. Not bad, in fact, but definitely a little bit of a weird build for him. But hey, why not? He's actually killed 2 units so far, and that's 2 villagers then from Milo. Yeah, it's 1 there and 1 there. So Milo's going to be trying to fast castle here, but he's not actually going to have a very good eco at all. He's actually sticking up a barracks right now, and I want to know what Milo's going to do next. He's nearly got the resources for the castle age. He just needs the gold. He needs his 2 feudal age buildings though, and I don't think he's got the wood for it. He's going to try and take whatever wood he can from his stragglers. He still needs a stable and a blacksmith in this situation. He's still trying to quick wall his villagers in, and Yo is still looking for another villager kill. Really, not bad play by Yo at all. We've got to give him credit for this, because a rushing from the pocket position is just not seen. Looks like he's going to get another villager kill here. Really close, but just getting that villager out of the way in time. But yeah, this is really disrupting things, and Milo here, just getting up his stable, just getting up his blacksmith. Now I want to watch this carefully. But on the left side, Dark Knight bringing over some archers to get aggressive against Abu, who is obviously trying to fast castle and get up a goddamn castle. Because that's about all he can do as the Spanish in this game. So yeah, stable at the back, blacksmith at the back. It's going to go up eventually. But let's see. Milo just clicking castle now. And he didn't make too many villagers during that time either, bear in mind. So Milo's on, let's see quickly here. Milo's on 30 population. Mr. Yo's on 33, so he's 1 villager less at the moment, I think. But he's already up. He's already up to the castle age. So Milo slowed down up to the castle age. He's lost a couple of villagers, and Mr. Yo's already up. That is pretty awesome stuff. Meanwhile, Robert Stinson on the right side, that man-at-arms upgrade, trying to break down these walls quickly here. We got a counter tower from Paladin. And this tower is good for 2 reasons, because it's very close to this gold as well. And this wall here, potentially going to go down. Robert Stinson potentially going to get in and cause some real issues here. Mr. Yo, though, look at this, so disruptive to Milo's eco, and these militia are still alive. And although they've only killed 2 villagers, which is quite something itself, even though they've only killed 2, they are doing so much more damage in the long run, simply by leaving those villagers idle and causing them more and more troubles. So Robert Stinson really aggressive in the south here, breaking through those walls of Feng's Inn. Nicely done. And he's going to look for some villager kills, but obviously Paladin, Feng's Inn, and Teal here, walling up as close as he can towards that TC to basically form a funnel in towards the death point that is that town centre. On that left side, Mr. Yo is now facing the wrath of Dark Knight. Of course, Abu walled up with stone, expected, but that means that those units have been effectively deflected into Mr. Yo's base. Mr. Yo, however, up to castle now. The first knights coming out, and although Dark Knight has a few archers here, those knights going to be chasing them down pretty soon, I feel, and unless Dark Knight gets castle soon, which he is quite far away from, actually, those knights could be causing him a few problems before long. So Moon Knight then finally dealing with those militia. You see their dead bodies there, nearly losing another villager. Just getting up his second TC right now. And let's have a quick comparison. Mr. Yo still only on the 1 TC, sticking up his second at the back, but he's already making knights from 2 stables, whereas we've only got 1 stable knights from Moon Knight, and there's only 1 knight out so far. So far, the side team, interesting strategy, waiting really, I guess, to see how it will pan out with Abu. Abu literally just needs to buy time and get himself up to the castle age where he can start making conquistadors. On the right side, though, Feng's Inn on the back foot for sure. He's still feudal, and he's not going up to castle just yet. Robert Stinson going really aggressive, not up to castle just yet either. And this is where knights coming in here could make a big difference. This is where knights on the top side can make a big difference as well. Looking at Dark Knight's huge number of archers, that's pretty mad, actually. Gonna get a couple of villager kills here by the looks of it. I'm surprised he's not. Wow! Are you kidding me? How did he not kill a villager there? My goodness. But yes, Abu's up to castle now. Maybe we'll see a siege workshop, but we will definitely see a castle. Castor just donated $1. Thank you, Castor. He said, choo choo, a melon train. Melons are taking over the world. Melons are the new currency. We're gonna have like melon coins soon. Oh my god. Anyway, Robert Stinson bringing it through into Feng's Inn's base, looking for some kills on these villagers, and Feng's Inn taking quite a lot of stone here to build these towers as well. And where is he getting it from? Oh, down here, okay. I was going to say this stone is not even being taken so far. But yeah, obviously, Forward towers coming up, counter towers from things in. This is kind of stalemate over this side. A Moon Knight here with his knights out, trying to push away Yo, who's looking to get some aggression on here as well. But pardon me. But yeah, on this left side, I expected that castle there. That's pushed Dark Knight away. Dark Knight has got a ton of archers. Question is, when will he reach the castle age? He's got to be up soon, you would think. Castle age is done for most players now. Feng Xin, though, surprisingly up to castle now. But those knights from Moon Knight getting in, looking for a couple of villages, and of course he will find some. Wow, okay, he did not find any so far. He was trying, he was really trying. There's a couple of villages with like 2 HP wandering around, but they are not. These knights are not killing anything just yet. Quick walling, and Feng Xin is obviously the master waller. He's walled so much this game, and even though his walls have been broken down multiple times, he is re-walled again. He refuses to be conquered, and his walls will stand the test of time. Give this man an award for top walling of 2015. Yeah, that's right. We're doing the 2015 award ceremony already in January. But yeah, Robert Stinson keeping that pressure on, breaking down that barracks as well, and he's not done a huge amount, to be honest with you. He's kept Feng Xin on the defensive. It certainly cost him a few villages, and he's not got a huge amount of military, but he's still made it up to castle. And now he's on the bounce back against Robert Stinson. He's on the counter aggression, trying to kill off some villages. He's killed a couple over this left side, and yeah, I mean, he's got some pretty good opportunities here. Bringing these archers around the back, for instance, would be great. We have now got Conquistadors out for Abu, though, and we were kind of waiting for this moment. We knew it was going to happen, and we knew that Abu was going to get there eventually. So far, he's done it pretty reasonably well. He's not lost too many villagers. Having a quick look at that military tap, he's lost 4 villagers so far, which is not too much to be worried about. And he's going to go send that counterattack out now with the Conquistadors, and that's going to be pretty huge. We've seen how great they are at raiding. In my opinion, they are the best raiding unit in the game. And I don't know what you guys might disagree with me, but to me, I believe that they are the best raiding unit of the game. So Abu there going to get a few villager kills, no problem at all for him. And those villagers, well, wow, amazingly avoiding that gunpowder. But yeah, I mean, I guess you could argue that their inaccuracy makes them a little bit weaker. But I mean, just 4 Conquistadors, one-shotting everything and tanking up that arrow fire, not a problem whatsoever. Base 2 pierce armor with 55 health. Like, that's just great. That is just so great. And bear in mind as well, he's not even upgraded the defenses here. Conquistadors just rock. They really do. So, Yo now trying to clean out these towers from Robert Stinson and the like. So far, trying to defend against his attacks. They've done pretty well. Dark Knight now up to castle, though. And Britain's now castle. They get cheaper town centers, so they're going to be getting those 2nd and 3rd TCs up pretty easily. And also, we're seeing a quick university. So Dark Knight with that uni, going to be looking for ballistics, of course, and going to be, well, upgrading his archers as fast as he can with crossbow, bodkin arrow, and, like we just said, ballistics for that extra stuff. Now, the game here, just going to pause, and we're going to load up part 2, because they decided they had to save and exit. It seems like these guys had quite a few drops, actually. A couple of drops. They had drops earlier as well, so, like I said, if one player loses connection, then you have to save and exit. It doesn't matter what's going on. You have to do that, and then reload. So that's what happened there. Reloading up, and Dark Knight now coming through with his crossbows in the middle of the map. Now, +3 range, not +2, thanks to the Britons bonus. And I think I said earlier that they got that bonus in the Feudal and the Castle Age. I meant to say the Castle and the Imperial Age. They get an extra +1 attack, range, sorry, in the Castle Age, and an extra +1 range in the Imperial Age. For a total of +2 for free. A couple of free villager kills here. Not bad, not bad. And he could easily break through this palisade. Just watch the palisade fall. Look at that. It's on fire. It's on fire more. It's on fire even more. And it's dead. And Dark Knight's going to break through there and get quite a few villagers. But there's a mangonel on the horizon. Har! They could out-micro that pretty easily, but Dark Knight's going to go back. Interesting decision. On the right side, Yo trying to kill off these units from Robert Stinson. Robert Stinson's still feudal, by the way. The last to make it up to the Castle Age, it would seem. But so far, he is he's defending just fine, even against the Knights of Yo. Zalmo1992 just donated $3. He said, get Hannah a melon, Zach. Well, I will put those $3 to good use, and I will buy Hannah a melon, and I will make Hannah eat that melon, and she's gonna love it. Oh my god. Not as much as I loved that onager shot, though. That was a lot of dead crossbows right there. 25 units lost for Dark Knight, and he was dicing with death, let's be honest. But that was some serious death right there for him. Not what he anticipated at all. I guess he thought he killed it, but it managed to get one shot off at the end there. But thank you for your donation anyway, man. Sorry for that little distraction there. I'll get Hannah a melon. Man. Melanification. Melonification. Love it. Then Moon Knight then on this right side, bringing in some camels now to counter the Knights of Yo. Great stuff. And gonna be looking to counter them when he can. But to be fair, Mr. Yo's not making too many knights. And I just thought of a great pun. I guess Dark Knight was feeling melancholy after losing so many crossbows. That was a good one. Dark Knight, though, this is great. Trying to take down the Mangonel, but the villager's just going to repair it. Of course, those villagers are going to do that, and Dark Knight needs to focus the villagers down. If he manages to kill this Mangonel, I will be surprised, because the Mangonel is just too strong. There you go, a couple more archers going down, and one more shot, and it's going to be done, dealt with, not a problem. And Dark Knight... losing so many crossbows there. Not nice at all. Abu, not too many more conquistadors out. I see a few on this right side. In fact, yeah, I didn't even notice that, but my goodness, look at that. Just doing the whole conquistador dance. It's the conquistador dance. That's what it is. You just move them back, you move them forth. You put your conquistadors in, you put your conquistadors out, you put them in, out, you shake them all about, you do the conquistador dance, and all of your enemies fall flat at your feet because you just cannot fight against them when they're being microed effectively. Honestly, though, Abu probably could have done a lot more there, but to be fair, Moon Knight making those into camels is a good decision. It will counter the conquistadors somewhat if they can close the gap. But yeah, Moon Knight now with like 4 TCs, building a pretty big boom up here, getting ready for that Imperial Age, and just trying to put himself in the best position for the Imperial Age. On the other side of the map, we got 4 TCs up for Yo as well, trying to do the same, but he's playing Celts, so not as good paladins as the Persians. And he's probably going to want to go for Woad Raiders eventually. The Chinese player here, Castle, is up now as well. And he is going to be looking for some Chuko Nu later on, I'm sure. It's just best to go with the unique unit. If you're unsure, just make your unique unit. It seems to be the obvious case. Unless you're the Persians, in which case making your unique unit is probably going to net you about 10 War Elephants and not a lot else because they're just so expensive. But yeah, Celt's going to be looking for the Woad Raiders for some quick raiding. The Spanish could go for Paladins later on, but at the moment just going purely into Conks. And at the moment it's literally just a bit of raiding here and there. And not too much else. My god, there's too many melon puns. Oh god, I can't say that one. Illuminati. I don't think that works so well. Illuminati? Nah. I'm trying to think of some more now. Illuminati. Well, that's a little bit different. I don't see any more in the chat. Post your best melon puns, and I will read them out. At the south then, Robert Stinson still with his crossbow, still looking for some villager kills. But we should check the population tabs to see what's really going on in this game. Dark Knight with 112. That's pretty impressive, considering he lost so many crossbows earlier on. He's rebuilt them, and he's just kind of just like, whatever, I don't care, I'll lose all of them and I will make them again. I am invincible, I'm the Dark Knight. With just 3 TCs, but a nice boom, a good army size, 115 pop, and he's out in front at the moment. Mr. Yo, 103 population, but on the way up to Imp now. More castles coming up, and he's going to be looking, of course, for those Woadies once he reaches the Imperial Age, or even sooner, in fact. Woad Raiders being queued up right now, as a matter of fact. Abu, 112 population, mostly just conquistadors for his army. rest is a 40 C boom, which is expected from the Spanish. And for Milo, still being raided a little bit, still losing some villagers, 101 population, and should be on the way up to Imp any second now. Not too far away, in fact, but he's making quite a lot of knights. So, let's have a look. Age of Melonpires. Demolonition ship, that's a good one. Melon at arms. Best melon pun I know is the one where you can't elope because you're already married. That's good. That's really good. You say tomato, I say tomelon. I say tomato. Melon is love, melon is life. Illuminolotti confirmed. I can't say that. That's why I don't like that one, because I can't say it. Melonager. Not bad, not bad. What do you call a single melon? Melona. That's a good one. If life gives you melons, make melonade. That's great. Oh, sorry, I should focus on the game more. Abu here, with his conquistadors right into Moon Knight's eco, and poor Milo here, poor Melon, not able to have a breather for a few minutes. He's had Abu on him, like, from the time he got his castle up. He was just getting his conquistadors in there, killing off a bunch of villagers, and that's gotta hurt. You build up for so long, you spend so much time and so much effort building your eco so it's so efficient and perfect, and then it's just destroyed by some rampaging conquistadors that just seem to be invincible. 75 health now, of course, with bloodlines. They get even more health, and 4 pierce armor. It just does not stop. Yo, coming forwards on this right side. The raiding is go, and Robert Stinson now sitting there with elite Wodies in his base. We got Chuko Nu coming through as well, and that was a good rhyme, but hey, Feng's in, pushing forwards there with that mangonel on the hill. Wow, that castle's got a lot of range. God, I always overestimate or underestimate just how much range castles have when they've got upgrades done. Dark Knight coming over with his Arbalest, though. 5+5 range, 10 range on those guys. Pretty good counter to the Conquistadors simply for their extra range. But a lot of eco damage done to VN at the moment, and it doesn't look like Robert Stinson has a real answer to these Woad Raiders at the moment, with Mr. Yo sending them all directly to his base, building forward castles and the like as well. So these conquistadors trying to put themselves into a corner, but then the Arbalest came along and ruined everything. Still though, doing good damage, and that's definitely put Moon Knight behind 99 villagers here, which is quite a way off of where he should have been and what he really wanted as well. Now my second monitor's just turned itself off, so I can't see the chat. Let me switch that back on right here. And I don't know if the screen just went black. Something very strange just happened. That's fine, Hannah, it's fine. My screen's gone black though. Now it's back, there we go. Sorry about that. I don't know if the screen went black to you guys as well, but it did to me, and I was worried for a second because I could not see anything at all. Apologies. But it's GG, it's over. VN, I think, losing the will at the moment, and Sai just able to take that game really nicely once they reached the Imperial Age. And I think, you know, once Abu got up to the Castle Age and he started putting that pressure on with those conquistadors, he was able to do some really good eco damage to Moon Knight. And he was able to hit Robert Stinson as well. Yo, on the other hand, didn't invest too heavily into knights. He made a few knights, he did a little bit of raiding, but he really focused on getting Imperial, and he was there a lot sooner, and he was able to get those upgrades a lot sooner as well. Feng Xin, on the other hand, whilst he was really defensive that entire game, he didn't lose too much. He lost time, but at the same time, Robert Stinson also set himself back by attacking Feng Xin so aggressively as well. So when Feng Xin managed to get up to the Castle Age and break out with his teammates, Robert Stinson was unprepared. He hadn't walled up because he'd been playing so aggressively, and these guys were just able to roll straight through. Obviously, the Mangonels, they're taking down the TCs, the Chico Nu getting into the eco, killing the villagers, the Woad Raiders just storming through and killing what they could as well. Meanwhile, like I said, Moon Knight was pretty much just raided from the Castle Age onwards, and although Dark Knight didn't get too much raiding on him, he was pretty walled up, pretty well defensive. The Britons... Well, his attack on Yo was dealt with really quickly due to the Mangonel shots. They were really, really well done. And other than that, he wasn't able to break through the walls. He just could not get through. If we look at the military stats here, Dark Knight, 25 units killed and 48 lost. Even though his economy was really not touched, he just could not get the trades on the with his military, and his Arbalest just could not do the damage that he needed. So, well played by Sai. That means that they will actually take this series here. They're going to get it in a 4-2 victory. As I said, this is a best of 7. So, well played to those guys. Well-deserved victory, and they are going to progress forwards in this double elimination stage, or this